Coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brown again, and apologize for the delayed start. Getting things figured out up here in the booth with the... And they score! Striking first. Northport Huntington are on the board. Here it is again, the shot from Ganesi, beating the goaltender Miller. And Northport Huntington are ahead 1-0 in a critical game in the standings. The number 9th seeded Northport Huntington Tigers going up against the number 8 seeded Smithtown Hauppauge freshman Blue. And getting into some of the narratives heading into this game, Northport Huntington started their season on a 4-game winning streak. Matter of fact, 4-game winning streak before losing 3-1 to Smithtown Hauppauge freshman Red. And then they defeated Ward Melville 6-0, so they were 5-1 before going on a 5-game skid, which brought them to 5-6, and then they won their most recent game 4-3 against Connecticut, able to pull even to 6-6. Other side of the ice, Smithtown Hauppauge freshman Blue, they started the season with a 5-game winning streak before dropping their next 5 games and then getting a win against St. Anthony via forfeit. So it's been a season mirrored by these two teams where they start off out of the gate on long winning streaks and then have found themselves on long losing streaks before each of them winning their most recent games, obviously Smithtown Hauppauge doing so via forfeit. As here's a long shot from Napolitano that's blocked away, or rather padded away by Rex Mascotti in net for Northport Huntington. Huge shout out to our producer and cameraman John Malizia. None of this would be possible without him, so I gotta give my due there, as he worked overtime to set up this stream tonight. And going the other way, Zadrozny. Zadrozny hands off for the shot that comes from Driscoll. And a save made by Miller. But Northport Huntington getting the game's first goal, unassisted goal for Nick Ganesi. And for Ganesi, that's his 3rd goal of the year, his 6th point. A critical one at that early on, inside the first 2 minutes of the game. Northport Huntington lead 1-0. Offensive zone faceoff. Here's Ganesi, a drive, and a glove save made by Miller. And he'll hold the puck. We got 11:29 left here in the first period. Northport Huntington leading Smithtown Hauppauge 1-0. The Smithtown Hauppauge triple header tonight, as we're going to see their freshman team, their freshman Blue team specifically, here in the first game. Second game featuring their JV team going up against Pat Med. And their varsity team will take on Connecticut Sayville to cap off the night tonight. That varsity team with a win will put them in first overall, at least temporarily, in front of St. Anthony, before St. Anthony play their final game of the season. Going the other way, here is Prizgent. Long shot blocked, deflects to the near corner. Played right back out in front, one-timer from goal, swing and a miss. And now Aletta will skate it out for the Tigers. Over the red line, loses control, tries to take it back, can be played on further, and chipped down the boards by Henry Alfano. Comes back out the other way to Goals. Goals tries to backhand one up. Good play to step up in the neutral zone by Driscoll. Now carrying in for Northport Huntington is McLaughlin. Goes around the net, out in front, save, rebound, save. Unbelievable stops from Miller out in front. Back the other way. Puck can be handled by Zethner behind the net, plays it up the far side, taken back the other way by Smithtown Hauppauge. They'll try to settle it down at center. It's banked along, sent it right back in which it came from Declan Driscoll, deflects behind the net. Zethner settles it down for the Tigers. Tries to clear it out the far side. He's being harassed behind the net by Luke Jarrett. And now it is Smithtown Hauppauge who come away with it. It's Max Scotty battling down low, trying to chip it along with Jarrett. Ultimately, Northport Huntington prevail with the puck. It's played back to the defenseman, Declan Driscoll. Driscoll trying to evade Delaney. He does. He sends it up the near side. Skating into it now, Solis. Played away from Solis and now onto the stick of Zethner. With 9:05 to go here, first period, 1-0 Northport Huntington with the lead. And there's a hit from Jarrett as he knocks down Declan Driscoll. Puck still goes deep in the Smithtown Hauppauge end. Driscoll doing his best to keep in, does. On the puck of Declan Driscoll, moves in, shoots, glove save, rebound. Still loose out in the crease, and it's rescued by Max Scotty. He'll skate it out the other way on his backhand. Scotty fighting through checks from behind and in front. And pushed along by Jarrett. And skating away, hitting the brakes. Nice move by Zadrozny. Zadrozny through the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. Zadrozny scores! What a goal! Nick Zadrozny, 2-0. Northport Huntington double their lead. So Zadrozny giving Northport Huntington a 2-goal edge. As Napolitano fires in for Smithtown Hauppauge. Zadrozny unassisted. That is his 7th goal of the year for the Northport Huntington defenseman. That one comes on goal and Miller will freeze it, leaving 7:40 to go here in the first period. Apologies once again, ladies and gentlemen. Another bit of a technical difficulty. It's all squared away. Northport Huntington take it back. They lead 2-0. Here's the Zadrozny. He's in. He scores. Zadrozny makes it 3-0 in favor of Northport Huntington. His second of the night. Turnover in the neutral zone. Trying to make a change, and Zadrozny, low glove, beats Miller. And Northport Huntington have come out to play tonight against Smithtown Hauppauge Blue. They are one position behind them in the standings. 6-6 versus 7-5. The most recent win, however, the Bulls, was a forfeit win against St. Anthony. Northport Huntington looking to get into that 8th playoff position, albeit there's plenty of season left here in the freshman division. Puck recollected down low by Wolgemuth, who will fire it off the boards and out. And taking a hit right there. That was Dylan McLaughlin. Meanwhile, McLaughlin trying to get around Wolgemuth. Puck still in the Smithtown Hauppauge end. And now a delayed penalty. And it looks like Northport Huntington are going to go to a power play. First of the game, and things could not have gone better at this point for the Tigers of Northport Huntington. They lead Smithtown Hauppauge 3-0. And now they're going to get a power play. 2 goals from Zadrozny and a goal from Ganesi. Zadrozny now up to 8 goals on the year and 13 points, second best on the team. As the power play begins for the Tigers. Puck worked back to the point for Auletta, sent back down low to be controlled further by Hedger. Moved around, wrapping it around the wall. Orth first to it for the Bulls. Backhands a little past Jarrett. One time off the board shot, is denied by Miller. Came off the stick of Auletta. It's 1 minute and 34 seconds left on the penalty. The penalty, by the way, to Wolgemuth for cross-checking. And that was at 3:47 of the first period. Puck worked around to the near side, fired back around by Hedger. And Serino moves in, takes the shot, fought off by Miller. Good play by Serino. Serino takes a hit. Alfano on the puck in the corner. Alfano trying to work it back to the point, and eventually it will get there, but skating it out of the zone with speed, Gavin Pajak. Pajak, nice move. Battling Auletta. Auletta poked it away from him. Good defensive play. And there's exactly 1 minute left on the power play for Northport Huntington. Hedger, one-timing it ahead to Serino. Serino handing off back to Hedger. In the corner. Still now Alfano puts one out in front. Nobody home for Northport Huntington. Matteries holding into in the offensive zone, battling Princeton Jr., two of the tallest players in the freshman division, battling it out right there. Puck worked down low. Played to Alfano. Alfano battling Mills. Puck comes to the slot. Again, nobody home for Northport Huntington, and it's fired out by the Bulls. A much needed clear with 10 seconds left on the Northport Huntington power play. And you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Shot from the sharp angle goes wide. Kept in at the blue line by Auletta. Auletta down low, out in front, and unable to get to it. A diving effort, but not enough for Andrew Kahn. And Auletta will recollect in the neutral zone and work it back into his offensive zone, being watched by Catalanato. But it's Auletta who emerges, at least for the moment. Now puck knocked off his stick. Mattery sends in, will go for a change. Four checking in after it. For the Tigers, Liam Matarese, or pardon me, that was Dylan McLaughlin, and puck goes down for an icing with about 1:12 left here in the first period. 3-0. Northport Huntington leading Smithtown Hauppauge, and a big Smithtown Hauppauge crowd to my left have been virtually silent. Sharp angle shot goes high and wide. Zethner holds in at the blue line. Zethner has it poked away from him. Here comes Scotty. Scotty is in. Scotty, save made by Muscati. Fabulous stop by the Northport Huntington netminder, Scotty V. Muscati. And now Northport Huntington, good clearing pass. They work out the other way, 2-on-2, now 3-on-3, and just pushing the puck in deeper, Andrew Kahn. Rides around the boards, onto the stick of Zethner, hopped over his stick for a moment, recovers, chips it back down low. Another battle commencing, and Smithtown Hauppauge's coach really wanted a call there. None coming. Beccarelli now in the zone, try to play it out in front. And Northport Huntington emerged with the puck in the final 12 seconds of the period. Back the other way, in with speed. Shot denied by Miller. Came off the stick of Aiden Junkins. And 2 seconds and 1, that'll do it. A virtually flawless, if not flawless, first period for Northport Huntington as they jump out to the early 3-0 lead over Smithtown Hauppauge. And you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LA Sports Network. Ryan Brown again, and I'll be back for period number 2. Don't go anywhere. Second period underway here. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brownigan carrying you through this game and the subsequent 2 that will follow. First of 3 games tonight featuring the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, all 3 at 3 different levels. Right now, the freshman blue team. Here's a Drozny and another great save made by Miller. Another great rush up the ice for Zadrozny. He's been all over the place tonight for Northport Huntington. 2 goals in that first period. Goals 7 and 8 on the season for Zadrozny. Points 12 and 13. And he's been unstoppable right now for Northport Huntington. The Bulls, if they want to get back in this game, they're going to have to do something to slow down Zadrozny. There's a rocket shot from the point, blocked out in front. Sereno trying to backhand it along Napolitano, played it away from him. Goes to the far boards. Sereno chips it down low. Napolitano right back out the other way. Mattery steps up, keeps it deep for the Tigers of Northport Huntington. Napolitano, another collision, and the puck bounces right onto the stick of Catalanato. Centering pass goes a bit too far. And on to the stick of Moscati. Now Matarese. Matarese deflecting ahead. Kept alive in the blue, on the far blue line by Napolitano. Now here's Zadrozny trying to get around everyone and eventually chips it out to center for Serino. Serino sends in, chasing after it, Zadrozny and McLaughlin. And Zadrozny gets there first. Drops it off for McLaughlin. Back to Zadrozny. Zadrozny met by Beccarelli. Still trying to handle the puck, and he's able to backhand it down low. Ganesi chasing after Napolitano. Plays it up the near side. And Smithtown Hauppauge still not able to get out of the zone, and it's backhanded back into the far corner by Alfano. Played out the far side. Zadrozny stops it before it gets to the red line, but it's out of the zone at least for the moment for the Bulls. Or should I say for the Blue Bulls. It's their blue team. Alfano trying to work it out in front. Big collision again in the near corner. Zethner playing it to Ganesi. Long shot. Save made by Miller. Rebound. Napolitano. And now the loose puck is picked up and cleared by Scotty. Scotty had a breakaway at the end of that first period that was denied by Northport Huntington goaltender. Here's a rebound chance. Save. The net is off, and there's going to be a whistle. Face-off coming to the right of Miller. Face-off one, shot goes wide. Comes back around to the near side, out in front. Try to backhand it out. It's kept alive by Northport Huntington. Centering feed wouldn't go. And now out of the zone. All the way down will be an icing against Smithtown Hauppauge. 12:06 left here in the second period. Northport Huntington carrying over the great first period here into the second, as they have had the majority of the time of this period spent in the offensive zone. Zethner keeps in, makes a nice move, but ultimately the puck comes out of the zone due to the aggressive forechecking of Jarrett. Here's Auletta with Juarbi draped all over him. Puck kicks out, blocker save or stick save made by Miller on the far side. Serino try to play it now on the stick of Jarrett. Jarrett over the red line, into the zone, fires it, wraps it around the boards. Picked up on the far side by Juarbi. Puck back to the point, backhanded along, but ultimately now comes out of the zone, and an odd man rush going the other way. 2-on-1 for Northport Huntington. Shot and a glove save made by Miller. Evan Miller coming up big a couple of times here in the late stages of the first period and the second period. Warding off the flurry of attacks from Northport Huntington is the face-off to the right of the aforementioned Smithtown Hauppauge netminder. Prizgen has it from behind his net, still on his stick. The tall, lanky defenseman moves into the offensive zone. The puck come off the stick and back down on goal for Miller, who will backhand it to the near corner where Orth can spin it up to Delaney. Delaney, though, has that pass intercepted by Zadrozny. Back out the other way, it's Rowe with the puck. Rowe, the leading point scorer for Smithtown Hauppauge this season, freshman blue. Zadrozny chips it out of the zone. Battling for it on the near side, and ultimately puck comes to Solis. Solis try to get it across to Lippiello, and now the puck on the stick of Driscoll. Driscoll sends in McLaughlin. Closest Tiger to it is picked up by Jack Orth. That pass intercepted by Lippiello, but it comes right back onto the stick of Delaney, who handed it off to Mills, who sent it across to Rowe, Brody Rowe. And now turn back over to the Tigers, and that's Declan Driscoll spinning out of trouble and firing it out the near side. Pass out in front, intercepted by McLaughlin, who puts it across to Solis, joined by Lippiello on the near side. Solis pulls up and ultimately turns the puck over to Beccarelli. Beccarelli, 3-on-2 over the blue line. Beccarelli speeding around Driscoll, backhanded across, and never made it on goal. McLaughlin for the Tigers, sends in, chasing after it now is Finn Reynolds. Picking up the loose puck is Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth fires it out of the zone. It hit the stick of Zadrozny. Will not be an icing. Wasilewski watching over Zadrozny. Zadrozny hits the brakes and comes out the other way. 2 goals already in the game for Zadrozny. Hits the blue line, fires a long shot, essentially a dump-in that hits the far corner. Sereno had a chance at it, and the puck now turned over, and Smithtown Hauppauge can work their way out of the zone. Catalanato holds up, sends across for Wasilewski. Foot race with Matarese. Matarese will get there first. He had the better angle on the puck. Puck now hops over the stick of Matarese, challenged by Wasilewski, comes down to the near side. Driscoll ahead to Sereno, and that puck will deflect up and out of play. With 8:34 to go in the first period, 3-0. Northport Huntington still leading Smithtown Hauppauge. Freshman Blue, and you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at LI Sports Network. There you'll find plenty of good stuff for the SCHSHL, the NYI HSHL, the New York Islanders High School Hockey League, are in the semifinals round of their playoffs, and there have been several upsets. Big, huge upsets going on in those playoffs if you haven't been following or paying attention. Back the other way, it's Scotty, and Scotty missed it wide. Oletta, nice moves, shimmy shakes through the neutral zone into the offensive zone on his backhand, hits the brakes, lost it for a moment, now chips it down low. Sereno is there. Sereno starts skating backwards, puts it out in front, and unable to find anyone. Alfano covering for his defenseman Oletta on defense. Matarese mishandled the pass. He will now retreat for the puck. Hounded by Scotty, and ultimately comes out of the zone in a good play to get it out by Reynolds. Reynolds in the neutral zone, sends it across to Sereno. Sereno puts it toward the goal. It's sticked away by Evan Miller. Comes to the far side where Finn Reynolds can get it back to Matarese. Matarese barely able to hold in, but does. Pushes the puck toward the net. Prizgen rejecting his claim, pushes the puck back out. Across for the shot, save, rebound. How did it not go in? Sereno, after he got robbed by Evan Miller, now takes an interference penalty. At least I think it's an interference penalty. What a potential turning point of the game. Evan Miller comes up huge with 2 incredible saves going post to post. Absolute larceny on Sereno, and for Logan Sereno, he had goal on his mind. He had goal on his mind, did Sereno. Only appeared in 4 games, a goal and an assist. Puck wrapped around and now fired out by Declan Driscoll. Minute 40 to go on the power play for Smithtown Hauppauge. Catalanato steering it to the inside for Mills. Mills trying to play it, comes back to Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth to the near side for Rowe. Rowe unable to handle the pass, deflects the clearing attempt. Puck still in the near corner. Is able to be worked free. Mills battling there as well. Puck kicks out to Zethner, fires it off the boards. Not out. Mills spins it right back down low, but still no real possession here so far in the offensive zone for Smithtown Hauppauge. Newest battle occurring in the far corner, now won by the Tigers and skated to the neutral zone by Ganese. Lead pass, McLaughlin is in, he shoots and it's stopped. Glove save made again, it's Evan Miller. Doing what he can to keep the Bulls in the game. Another show-stopping stop on the breakaway this time. Serino, by the way, roughing the call at 6:49. 49 seconds to go on that penalty. Wasilewski trying to knock it off the stick of Matarese. The Bulls are offside. Beccarelli realizing doesn't touch the puck. Maybe he should have. Here comes Alfano, and it's steered away by Melendez. Good play there. Made by Aiden Melendez. Here's Beccarelli with Wasilewski. Takes the shot, blocker save made by Moscati. That was a tough stop. Melendez backhanding to Orth. Orth, the little flipperoonie, and it's gloved down by Moscati. Moscati, Zadrozny. Face off to the left of Moscati, one in the defensive end by Northport Huntington, and they'll fire it out of the zone. 2 seconds and 1 to go on the penalty to Serino, and Serino is free and out of the box and will join the offensive possession here. Trying to play that one along was Andrew Kahn, but puck rolls to the near corner. Orth shipping it on his back end while taking a hit. The puck does exit the zone. Zadrozny doing his best to push it right back in. Beccarelli. And Zadrozny sends in Melendez to the loose puck. One times it around. It's stopped on the far boards by Kahn. Kahn trying to finesse his way through. He could not get through a pair of Bulls before the puck is leaked into the neutral zone. And now Zadrozny back in on his forehand. Going around the net, looking for options. Zadrozny across the one-timer, swing and a miss from Andrew Kahn. And Zadrozny picks up the loose puck, takes it on his backhand. Zadrozny fighting off checks into the zone. Shot blocked, went off of Melendez. And Orth will flip it up the far side. First go doesn't work, second go doesn't work. Serino chips it down low. Melendez will give it a go. Right onto the stick of Matarese. Matarese backhands it across. It somehow got through, but unable to get a hold of it was Kahn. Here's Kahn again. One time long shot from Matarese, fought off by Miller. Puck in the far corner. Driscoll fanned on the pass, and now Melendez fans on the, pardon me, that was Serino, not Driscoll. The number 7 on the arm threw me off. However, the taped on 44 on the back clued me in. It was, in fact, Logan Serino. Bulls ice the puck. They trail by 3 in a game in which if the score stays the same, they will find themselves in 9th place and out of a playoff spot for the time being. Here's Solis. Try to backhand one through, was blocked. Solis again in trouble. Puck now controlled by Ryan Lynch, who fires around. Delaney reverses. Scotty to the loose puck. Deflects up in the air, still not out. Held in by Solis, and Lynch's backhand attempt goes off Solis. Not out of the zone. Lippiello to Solis. Try to play that one into the slot. It's broken up and fired down. No icing. Auletta will be the first on it, being watched carefully by Jarrett. Jarrett pinning Auletta to the boards. Auletta goes down. Loose puck in the corner. Skated free by Auletta. Pardon me, that might have been Zethner that went down. Here's Auletta. Going end-to-end. Puck hopped over his stick. And now Chase Goals picking up the loose puck on the near wall. Goals. Lost it now. McLaughlin backhanding one, looking for Lippiello. Puck bounces out to Auletta, blocked in front of rebound. Lippiello, that kicks behind the net. And Chase Goals, one of the best names in hockey, I would imagine. Sends into the zone. Catalanato trying to get the puck, but it comes out of the zone. Napolitano. Now Catalanato again as the puck just is pinned against the far wall. Comes to the red line. Goals, nice little pass over to Catalanato, who gets checked there by Auletta, and a good stick lift by Solis. Took the puck away, but now the puck back in the corner. Comes out in front, and a great defensive play by Auletta, able to chip out. Pushing it into the zone, McLaughlin. Turn around, fired it right back out. Did it hit the Northport Huntington bench? Officials say it did. And that stops the clock with 52 seconds to go here in the second period. No goals in the second period. All three coming back in the first, and all three belonging to the Northport Huntington Tigers. As you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network, Ryan Brownigan, our heroic producer, cameraman, John Malizia. Here is Wasilewski, but he lost it. Good play by Driscoll. Now Serino moves in. Serino trying to get it back to Driscoll, just a little out of his reach. Pinned against the boards by Wolgamuth. And there's another check taken by Serino. Here's Orth going the other way. Orth trying to chip it to Wasilewski. However, it's taken back by the Tigers. And moving into the zone, Finn Reynolds. Trying to help out is Serino. Zadrozny emerging from seemingly out of nowhere to chip it into the zone. Played back along. Nice little pass by Andrew Cohen. Cohen, a little stick lift. Got it to Serino. Sharp angle shot. Serino fought off by Miller right at the buzzer. And that'll do it. 2 in the books. No goals there in the second period. Couple of penalties, and Northport Huntington still remain with the 3-0 lead they got in the first. And you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brownigan, and I'll be back for the conclusion of this game. Don't go anywhere. Third period is on its way. Welcome back to the Rinks and Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Want to thank again the work of our founder, our leader, Michael Brown, in addition to the work of John Malizia, our producer and current cameraman, as without him, this feed probably does not exist at the moment, as an early whistle stops play here to start the third period. Well, quick game recap as we begin the third period. Northport Huntington, all 3 goals coming back in first period. First one was Ganesi, and that was Ganesi's 5th goal of the year. Here is Prizgen. Prizgen is in, it scores! Unbelievable end-to-end goals, Sean Prizgen. Here it is again, folks. What an end-to-end rush for Prizgen. And Smithtown Hauppauge are on the board. That's exactly how they would have wanted to start this third period. And for Sean Prizgen, not necessarily known for his goal scoring, but that's his 7th goal of the year. He's got quite a few. There's another shot from Prizgen, denied by Mascotti. 3-1, brand new game here to start the third period. As I was recapping it, Zadrozny had 2 goals after Ganesi scored. Back the other way, that one just a bit too far, looking for Declan Hedger. Still in the zone, Alfano with Ganesi and Hedger. To the point, Zethner fights off the check, but it's played out of the zone neatly by Goals. Driscoll back on it, fighting his way through. Ultimately loses a handle of the puck. It's fired back around by Smithtown Hauppauge, but getting there first on the corner, or against the wall, was Alfano. Ganesi doing everything he could try to do to keep it in the zone as the battle continues at the near wall. And Ganesi emerges, pass to Alfano, and stepping up on Alfano was Napolitano to break it up. And here comes Sean Prizgen. It rolls off his stick this time around. It's taken back by Alfano. A nice little move by Alfano, but he gets checked and loses the puck. It rolls into the Tigers' end. And a much more spirited, much more energy-filled Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls team to start this third period, especially after the goal was scored. Putting pressure on Northport Huntington in their own zone. They've played most of the game in the offensive zone. Now on the stick of Driscoll, who skates it out, and Driscoll will circle back. Took a peek, brings it into the zone, tries to get around Pajak. Beccarelli fires it around. That's Rowe on the far side, chipping up the boards right to Zadrozny. Loads up the cannon and fires wide. Solis on the near side, and the puck chipped out of the zone. Backhanded on goal by Zadrozny. That's Jack Orth playing it and falling down. Puck loose out in front, but chipped to center by Rowe. And tracking back to it, played on further, was Aiden Junkins. Here's Scotty. To Jarrett. Jarrett could not get around Junkins. Now Orth with the puck. Brings it across. Met with heavy resistance. Still loose, it's fired in. Zadrozny first on it for the Tigers. Evades 2 forechecking Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls before the puck takes a ride on the stanchion. Out of the zone it went for the moment. Bulls trying to get it back in. It's Orth on the puck. Orth took a check from Solis, fired up the near boards, held in the zone by Lynch. Loose puck out in front, collected by Jarrett. Jarrett now takes it to the far wall. They still battle for it, but it's Solis who emerges. Solis with a streaking Zadrozny. Over the red line, over the blue line. Solis backhanding it toward the goal. It was blocked by Melendez, who fires it up the near side. 10:48 to go in the third period. 3-1. Northport Huntington the lead. Shot from Zadrozny, blockered away by Miller. Here they come the other way. Jarrett, 2-on-1 with Scotty. Try to pass it to Scotty. Back the other way. Off the face-off. Fired around by Smithtown Hauppauge. Held in by Sereno. And now the puck out of the zone. Northport Huntington must touch up. Get the time situated. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the third period. 10:56 and counting. As now we'll have a whistle. An interference call is being assessed, I believe, against Northport Huntington. Serino for roughing and Wolgemuth for cross-checking. The only penalties of the game, one for each side. This is the second penalty against Northport Huntington. It's Matarese for interference at 9:52. And here's a big opportunity for Smithtown Hauppauge to make this a one-goal game, but it starts with a great clear by Northport Huntington. Prisgen over the blue line, zone blue line, over the red line, into the zone. Prisgen fires, scores! Bar down! Power play goal, Sean Prisgen, second of the game. Makes it a one-goal game. And unlike the, what a shot. Sean Prisgen, that's not fair. That shot is not fair. It couldn't have been placed any better. And Northport Huntington, who led 3-0 after one, who led 3-0 after two, have found themselves in a 3-2 game with 9:25 and counting to go. That shot denied by Miller with the left pad. And here comes Prisgen. By the way, two defensemen with 2 goals each in the game, one for each side. Zadrozny for Northport Huntington and Prisgen with his 8th goal of the year. There's a big hit from Beccarelli, and he dodges the retaliatory hit from Alfano. Probably would have been a penalty against Alfano. Puck banked out of the zone. Reynolds chasing after it. Reynolds gets there, brings it around the net, and he's knocked off the puck by Napolitano. And then Napolitano gets cross-checked from behind by Alfano. As things are heating up here on the North Rink. Undisciplined play by Alfano. And it gives another power play to Smithtown Hauppauge. They just scored on their last one. How about Evan Miller is going to get an assist on the Prisgen goal, the most recent one. So the goalie for Smithtown Hauppauge, freshman blue, getting into the point column. And he has been excellent after allowing those first 3 goals and keeping it that way. Spun back in the zone and fired right back out by Ganesi. Miller out to stop it. Will now just let it go to Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth, who also plays goal. He's skating tonight. He takes the shot. It's patted away by Mascotti and banked out of the zone by the Tigers. All the way down on goal for Miller. Miller plays it 2 goals. Goals spins it back around. Minute 22 left here in the third period. 3-2. Here's a turnover, a shot, save, rebound, blocked away by Miller. Back to Zadrozny over the net. McLaughlin for Driscoll, a shot. It's gloved by Miller, and he'll hold. A couple of short-handed opportunities for Northport Huntington as they hold on to their 1-goal lead. Face-off in the offensive zone for the short-handed Tigers, won by Northport Huntington. Shot went wide, and that's a turnover and spun on back on goal by Ganesi. He opened the scoring back in the first period, just about a little over 2 minutes in. Prisgen ran into his own player, Jarrett. Loose puck picked up by McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to split the D, looking for the loose puck. It's picked back up by Prizgen. Back it comes. Pass intercepted by Declan Driscoll, who makes a nice move, does Driscoll, before setting it into the offensive zone for the final 12 seconds to go on the power play for Smithtown Hauppauge. Here is Prizgen. Pass for Wasilewski. Battling Driscoll. Still loose. Prizgen trying to keep it in, could not, now must play it back to Napolitano. That shot deflecting off the far wall and into the Northport Huntington zone, where it's picked up by Matteries. Plays it around for Hedger, and now picked up by Alfano. Nice move by Alfano. And now takes a hit from Beccarelli. It's been a very physical game so far. There's a nice move by Jarrett. Jarrett trying to throw it on goal. Deflect behind the net. Try to fire it out the far side, and Northport Huntington do get it out. Lipiello sends in. Hedger chasing after it. Lynch on the loose puck. Final 6 minutes of play here. Shot from the far wall is gloved by Miller. A hold. As this game has had everything you can possibly ask for. Face off to the left of Evan Miller, the Smithtown Hauppauge netminder, kicks to the far wall. Serino's shot goes over the top. 5:45 and counting here to go in the third period. 3-2. 3 straight goals to start the game for Northport Huntington. 2 consecutive in the third. For Smithtown Hauppauge, who are offsides, they got to get back onside, and that gives Matteries plenty of time to work what he wants to do. And he will carry it into the zone. Matteries on his backhand. Puts it out in front, just out of the reach of Serino. Onto the stick of Oletta. Oletta to himself, down low. Dodging the hit from Mills. Try to play it out in front from one knee. Could not, and Pajak takes it back. Intercepted by Serino. To the line and not out. Serino back in deep it goes. Chasing after it is Andrew Cohen. Played away from Cohen by Pajak. Right out on the stick of Serino. Serino could not evade that check. Andrew Cohen chipped it back down low, but skated out now by Lynch. Chipped ahead for Beccarelli. Wrist shot wide. Catalanato picks up the loose puck in the corner. Tries to backhand one on. Knocked down by Serino. Oletta now trying to backhand it off the glass to his teammate. Held in by Pajak for the moment, but now it evades Pajak. Going the other way with speed. It's Andrew Kahn. Kahn has to hit the brakes as he's caught from behind. Serino trying to fire it down low, could not. Final 4:20 and counting. Kahn could not finish the play. Battled his way out in front until he couldn't battle anymore. Northport Huntington fans to my right wanting a holding penalty, and I can't choose a side, but I see where they're coming from, as it does look like Kahn might have been pulled down, but my opinion doesn't matter. It's only the men in stripes. Long shot from the point, and this is at a playoff atmosphere, feeling to it all night long. Physicality, a sense of disdain between these two sides. They battle for that final position in the playoffs. Again, plenty of time left in the season, but it's about a little over halfway through as that long shot is covered by Evan Miller. 3:55 to go here in the third period. 2 goals in the third for Smithtown Hauppauge have brought this game to within a goal. Both scored by Prizgen. Scotty battling Solis, and Scotty will kick it ahead right onto the stick of McLaughlin, who gets it ahead to Lipiello. Lipiello stopped by Orth. Nice play by Orth to bring it up that far wall. Tries to send it in, and getting in his way was Zadrozny. It's not out of the zone, held in by Scotty. Orth backing him up. Here comes Scotty. Now row the shot, fought off by Moscotti. Great shot and a better save by the Northport Huntington netminder. Here's Scotty to the slot, shot blocked by McLaughlin. And it's played out of the zone by McLaughlin. Orth gets pulled down, no call. Seemingly the officials putting away their whistles for this third period. Or at least the final 3 minutes now, as that's where we are. 2:58 and counting. Orth into the zone. Turned over. Here comes Zadrozny. He puts on the Jets. In is Zadrozny. Shot goes wide. It might have went off the stick of Wolgamuth. In which case, excellent deflection. Alfano, chased by Juarbi. Drops it off. Nice little play to Junkins. Junkins trying to backhand it ahead. Comes onto the stick of Hedger. Hedger on the near wall, hits the brakes. Watched there by Wolgamuth. Hedger evades him, puts it out in front, but no one's there once again for the Northport Huntington Tigers. Love down at the red line by Zadrozny. Fires one high, and it's blockered away, I believe, by Miller. Zadrozny dangerous from all over the ice. Battles now. Chips it across. Hedger chasing after it. Wolgamuth gets there first for Smithtown Hauppauge. Final 2:01 and counting. Out of the zone, Zadrozny fires her right back in. Northport Huntington are offsides. They're going to have to touch up. And that'll give at least a little time for Smithtown Hauppauge to try to make a play, and that's not what they wanted. An icing. Exactly what Northport Huntington wanted with 1:45. I'll adjust the timer just a bit. Left here in the third period. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LA Sports Network. Ryan Brownigan. And our cameraman, producer extraordinaire, John Malizia. Minute 45. Smithtown Hauppauge trying to get organized, and we'll see a timeout taken by the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. That'll give me a quick chance to recap the action so far, and there's been plenty of it. First period, at the 13:03 mark, Nicholas Ganesi opens the scoring, and for Ganesi, as I mentioned, that was goal number 3, pardon me, I think I said 5. Goal number 3 for Ganesi. He had 5 points. He's now up to 6 on the year. And then Zadrozny. Back-to-back goals for Zadrozny. Goals number 7 and 8 of the year. Points number 12 and 13 for Zadrozny. It was 3-0 with 5 minutes to go in the first period. No scoring in the second. And then here in the third period, Sean Prisgen, seeing what Zadrozny did in that first period and saying, what you could do, I could do. Puts in 2 goals here in the third period for Smithtown Hauppauge, bringing them back to within a goal as we go into the final minute and 37 seconds. Prisgen fires it around. Jarrett couldn't catch up with it. Puck knocked back into the corner. Battling after it, Andrew Kahn. Sereno there as well. Battling Napolitano, nice move. Got the pass across, a shot fought off by Miller. Great blocker save on the near side. Lippiello trying to keep it in deep. Prisgen chips it out of the zone. And Beccarelli got good positioning on Declan Driscoll, but now Zadrozny picks up the loose puck, chips it to the line. Lippiello couldn't get it out. Jarrett trying to backhand one out in front. It's fired out of the zone. Empty net, by the way, for Smithtown Hauppauge. And it's Sereno who will backhand it in. Logan. Sereno. Second goal of the year, an empty netter. And it ices the game. Or at least it should be. 51.7 seconds to go for Northport Huntington. And yeah, it's a replay-worthy empty net goal, I would say. Still an empty net for Smithtown Hauppauge. They're down by 2. They need something, and they need something fast. Beccarelli goes down, and in falling down, he took out a Northport Huntington player. The puck briefly entered the zone. It comes right back out. The physicality remains. Now Pajak running into his own player. Empty netter, scores! It's Alfano with the goal. Or was it Ganesi with the goal? Two of them were in the area there. Serino, by the way, from Zadrosny and Moscati. And so both goaltenders will get a point in this game as well. This game has had everything. 2 goalie assists. 2 pairs of defensemen on each side, each with a pair of goals. A lot of physicality. And a lot of great hockey. And it will come to an end. Ganesi, by the way, scoring that empty netter. Goal number 5 now of the year, or goal number 4 of the year for Ganesi, as he's got a multi-goal game and a 5-2 victory for Northport Huntington. And this is probably the most important thing for the Northport Huntington Tigers as they move to 7-6 on the year. Smithtown Hauppauge freshman blue dropped to 7-6, and due to head-to-head advantage, Northport Huntington move into the number 8 and final playoff spot with plenty of season left to go, but that's probably where you want to be, or higher if you're at this point of the year. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LA Sports Network. Ryan Browning, John Malizia, and I'm wishing you all a very good night. Final score 5-2, Northport Huntington defeats Smithtown Hauppauge.